ABC 13 was the first on TV with this breaking news at 4:30. Families forced out of their apartment by a fire in Tomball. And we've been talking to those people who say the fire is just tough while they are dealing with the COVID-19 pandemic. ABC 13 reporter TJ Parker is live on Lawrence Street, east of Highway 249. TJ?
Yeah, good morning, Samika. Some scary moments for the people who live in the Cobble Creek apartments here, but from the looks of it, firefighters have contained the fire here, but as the sun rises, you can see just how terrible this fire was. The good news in this is that nobody was hurt. Tomball Fire says 6 units in this building caught fire. It was so big, you could see smoke from our TransStar cameras. The assistant fire chief out here tells me the fire spread so quickly because the units share a common attic with no fire breaks. Also challenging, Samika, as you had mentioned, where firefighters having to keep in mind social distancing because of COVID-19. We talked with people who live here. Take a listen.
I was dead asleep, yeah. I think they were like almost gonna break into my apartment to get me out. Coronavirus, this is like one of the neighbors just said, it's just the icing on the cake now, honestly. If I can give 2020 back, I would.
I grabbed our 3 kids and my girlfriend. We grabbed our clothes and stuff that we couldn't, buy again, and we got outside, and this is where we're at now. I'm tired of this year.
There's been a lot to deal with the coronavirus and now fires.
It seems like it never ends.
Yeah, man, scary for those people for sure. Again, good news, nobody was hurt. The fire department says they have called on the Red Cross to help these folks out. And again, they are still trying to figure out the cause of this fire. In Tomball, I'm TJ Parker, ABC 13 Eyewitness News.
Today, the Harris County Judge Lena Hidalgo will sign an extended stay-at-home order. Our reporter Jeff Ealing is live with reaction coming in already. Jeff?
Boy, reactions coming in fast and furious on both sides of the debate, sparking a huge debate online, especially on our Facebook page. County Judge Lena Hidalgo, we heard earlier from her on this week about this subject. She said that this is no time to tempt fate as folks settle into a new normal. Please remember, we don't have a cure. People are still getting sick. Keep yourself and your family safe by social distancing as best you can and avoiding unnecessary contact. Now, we do expect Judge Hidalgo to sign the extension of the stay-at-home order to June 10th. That's going to happen later today. The debate raging on our Facebook page. Orlando saying Commissioner Hidalgo cares about the people of Harris County, safety and lives. Terry said she does realize Texas is officially open, right? Yes, people at risk should stay home. People who are genuinely concerned about going out should stay home. We learned from Commissioner Adrian Garcia that 2 county hospitals are currently at capacity because of COVID-19. The extension of the stay-at-home order does not come with the threat of any kind of enforcement, and county officials say it simply aligns Harris County with the rest of the state. Here's what State Representative Briscoe Cain thinks about all this.
Right now, that Texans in general are kind of starting to get tired of government mandates. We realize that we have common sense, and I think we can take care of ourselves, look after our neighbors ourselves, take care of our family and our older family members without being told what to do.
The state is moving forward with the reopening plan for Texas. Coming up on Friday, bars, bowling alleys, and aquariums will be able to reopen with restrictions. We expect to hear from Judge Lena Hidalgo later today. Reporting live, Jeff Ealing, ABC 13 Eyewitness News.
Thanks, Jeff. Tonight at ABC 13 Town Hall, we'll look at the impact of the COVID-19 pandemic on our Asian community. ABC 13 reporter Charlie Etzedy is live looking ahead. Charlie?
Hey, good morning to you, Samika. Well, one place in the Houston area that is really feeling the negative impacts of all of this is Chinatown, as well as our Asian American community. And 2 of the biggest and worst issues that they are facing right now is misguided fear, as well as racism coming from their fellow Americans. Now, Texas is home to the country's 3rd largest population of Asian Americans. We are behind only New York and California. And even though our state is slowly starting to open back up, Houstonians are continuing to stay away from Chinatown. So why is this happening? Well, it's believed that the virus originated in Wuhan, China, and since it spread, a lot of people across the globe, and of course right here in the U.S., have created misguided thoughts and fears against Asians, sometimes wrongly blaming them for the virus or believing that only they can spread it, which is just completely untrue. And the implications of this kind of irrational thinking is having devastating effects. Let's take a look at this graphic. This breaks down the national unemployment unemployment based on race. And we're looking at two groups here, Asian and white. And you can see in 2020, the Asian American unemployment rate is higher than those of white Americans. And the Asian population is much smaller when those two groups are compared. And here's the information right now up on your screen for the virtual town hall. It's going to be getting started at 7 o'clock tonight, and really a truly important conversation that everybody needs to be a part of. ABC 13's Maya Shea will moderate, and also participating in this discussion will be several Houstonians, including HPD Assistant Chief Henry Gaw, restaurateur Debbie Chen, and fashion designer Chloe Dow. And you can live stream this on multiple platforms. You can see all those options there on your screen for you. And also, it's important to take an active role in this, so head on over to our ABC 13 website where you can actually submit a question that might be answered by the panelists tonight during this discussion. But of course, everybody encouraged to join and watch. Charlie Edsity, ABC 13 Eyewitness News.
Thanks, Charlie. A little more than a week away and we begin the hurricane season. And this year, the pandemic could complicate things as first responders will have to wear masks. Courtney Fisher live now looking at how people are preparing. Courtney?
Good morning, Tom. Yeah, FEMA just released their 2020 hurricane pandemic plan. And as you can imagine, things are going to look a lot different this hurricane season. They've got COVID-19 to think about. City and county leaders here at Transtar no doubt will be studying this new plan. And in Michigan, people are already thinking about it. Take a look, record flooding there. Here's how FEMA says they'll change things. Instead of sending volunteers to assess damage, they may do it virtually, looking at videos, photos, talking with emergency management teams. If workers do have to physically go to communities, there will be a lot fewer of them. And FEMA says if you have to evacuate, if you have to stay in a shelter, you must wear a mask. People in Michigan struggling with that right now.
Couldn't sleep at all last night, probably because wearing that face mask. Supposed to wear it, you know, they have sign in there to wear it, but there's some in there that still aren't wearing it.
Hurricane season officially starts on June 1st. That's in 11 days. For now, reporting live from Transtar, Courtney Fisher, ABC 13 Eyewitness News.
All right, weather-wise, we will see some downpours moving into our area later on this weekend. For today, hot and humid, a small chance for a shower or two here in the Houston area. Better chance of seeing this heat resuming with those heat index values nearing 100. Unlike yesterday, we're not going to see temperatures tie any records. I think our record of 96 looks to be safe. Notice some of our northern and western counties may encounter a cooling shower or downpour as we get into the afternoon. Those rain chances between 20, even 30% out toward the hill country. For us, less than a 20% chance we'll encounter that rain shower. Here you can see that the rainfall totals could pick up a quick ½ an inch to an inch in some spots, but along the I-35 corridor, the better chance of picking up some higher rain chances. Here's a look at our next rainmaker. This is eventually going to move into our area for the weekend, and that is going to produce some wet weather, not just for the Memorial Day holiday, but also into next week. Over the next 7 days, most areas pick up between 1 to 2 inches with higher amounts along the I-35 corridor. So we've got those rain chances building, temperatures dropping back down into the 80s, and I think we'll continue to see a very wet and unsettled weather pattern through next week.
All right, and that's all the time we have for the news this morning.
Thanks so much for joining us on this Thursday, and make sure you join us on ABC13.com as well as our news app. Have a great day.